Why did an old conflict resurface at the Olympics between King Frederik of Denmark and King Felipe? The Olympic Games have always been a grand stage for athletic prowess, uniting nations in a spirit of competition and camaraderie. However, beneath the surface of this global spectacle can lie historical tensions that occasionally resurface. Such was the case during the recent Olympics, where an old conflict flared up between King Frederik of Denmark and King Felipe of Spain, fascinating both historians and the general public alike. Roots of the conflict. To understand the recent tension, one must delve into the historical backdrop of the two nations. Denmark and Spain share a complex relationship that has been shaped by centuries of political alliances, territorial disputes, and cultural exchanges. The roots of their conflict can be traced back to the early 19th century, during the Napoleonic Wars, when Denmark and Spain found themselves on opposing sides, leading to a series of diplomatic rifts. One particularly significant event was the Battle of Copenhagen in 1807, where British forces attacked the Danish capital. Spain, then under Napoleonic influence, was sympathetic to Britain's enemies, complicating the diplomatic landscape for Denmark. This historical animosity, although largely forgotten by modern generations, has occasionally re-emerged, often igniting passions among royal circles. The Olympic setting. Fast forward to the present day, the Olympics serve as a perfect backdrop for the resurfacing of this old conflict. During the latest games, both monarchs were present to support their national athletes, a common practice that brings together royal families from across the globe. However, the atmosphere was charged with unspoken rivalry, a tension that was palpable during various events. A significant moment occurred during a medal ceremony when a Danish athlete clinched a gold medal in sailing, a sport where Denmark traditionally excels. King Frederik, visibly elated, celebrated with his delegation, drawing attention from media outlets. Meanwhile, King Felipe, representing Spain's own sailing team, appeared reserved, a stark contrast to the jubilant atmosphere around the Danish royal family. Social media and public perception. The dynamics didn't go unnoticed on social media, where commentators quickly picked up on the apparent tension. Memes began circulating, depicting the two kings in humorous light, highlighting the historical rivalry. Social media platforms became a battleground for fans and historians alike, sparking debates about the nature of royal responsibilities and national pride. The resurfacing of this old conflict also ignited discussions about the role of monarchy in modern society. While royal families often represent unity and continuity, their historical grievances can still resonate with the public. Critics pointed out that instead of fostering a spirit of cooperation, the appearance of the two kings at the Olympics showcased how past conflicts can overshadow current achievements. Diplomatic maneuvering. As tensions mounted, so too did diplomatic efforts to mitigate the situation. Both Denmark and Spain's foreign ministries quickly issued statements emphasizing their commitment to friendship and cooperation. King Frederik and King Felipe, aware of the media frenzy, made a conscious effort to engage in cordial conversations during the events, attempting to showcase unity despite the historical backdrop. An unexpected twist came when both monarchs decided to attend a joint charity event during the Games, aimed at promoting sports among youth. This move was seen as a strategic effort to diffuse tensions and remind the public of the importance of unity in the face of historical grievances. Their joint appearance was met with applause, and many hoped it would signal a new chapter in Danish-Spanish relations. The aftermath. Despite the diplomatic efforts and the joint charity event, the underlying tensions remain. The Olympics, while a celebration of athleticism, also serve as a reminder of how history can influence contemporary relationships. The world watched as the two kings navigated their duties, embodying the complexities of their nations' pasts. In the months following the Olympics, historians and political analysts have continued to explore the implications of this conflict. Discussions have emerged around how historical narratives shape national identities and influence current diplomatic relations. The resurfacing of this old conflict has prompted a re-evaluation of how royal families can act as symbols of reconciliation rather than division. Conclusion. The resurfacing of the old conflict between King Frederik of Denmark and King Felipe of Spain at the Olympics serves as a reminder that history is never truly buried. It lingers in the background, influencing modern relationships in ways that can be both surprising and profound. As the world moves forward, the hope remains that these historical grievances can be addressed, allowing for a future where nations can unite in the spirit of the Games, celebrating not only their athletes but also their shared histories. In a world that often feels divided, the Olympics should remind us of the potential for unity, even among nations with complicated pasts. As we look forward to future games, one can only hope that the lessons learned from this historical rivalry will foster stronger ties between Denmark and Spain, transforming past conflicts into pathways for collaboration and friendship.